An exponential growth of anything never looks like much at first, but then it builds up quite suddenly. Things don't happen in isolation. Things affect other things, and the other things change. And the changed things impact the first things, making them worse, and the worse things impact the second things, making them terrible, and we hit the wall. In our case, the second thing was the methane. Am I getting too technical with it all? Maybe I should just stop with things affect other things. Okay, well, quickly. We all knew about carbon. It was clouding the air, creating the greenhouse effects, trapping heat, driving up temperatures. It's a bitch. But with the rising temperatures, stuff started to melt. We all knew that it would swell the ocean, wreck the coastline, and all that happened. Slow at first, and then kind of fast. But along with the icebergs and the glaciers, there was also the permafrost. Stuff that hadn't melted in maybe 10,000 years was now melting in the course of about 10 years, all at once, releasing methane. Yes, farts, shit, gas, bacteria, stuff that had been trapped in the permafrost, which was now no longer anywhere near so perma as it had been cracked up to be. Turns out, methane heats stuff up even more. More ice melts, less light is reflected away from where ice once was, which generates more heat and sets off a seemingly non-ending series of forest fires which kick even more carbon into the air, even as they eradicate carbon-reducing, oxygen-producing plant life. Suddenly, lands that used to be able to bear crops are now drier than the Dust Bowl, hitting us with starvation, famine, sudden spikes of migration, spikes that are redoubled by the rising sea level, which, given that 10% of the world population used to live within 30 feet of sea level, sets off a secondary spike, this one of refugees. And as if that were not enough, the melting permafrost sets free the mothers of all ancient diseases, which now, like Captain America, are back in the game, hitting us with anthrax, bubonic plague, stuff that I've never even heard of and still can't pronounce, financial collapse, and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Each and every individual thing impacts each and every part of every other thing, which in turn cranks up the original thing. It's a feedback loop. But for those of us who still can, just blast the air conditioning, leave the car running, keep flying, jack up the shit that was making the problem bad in the first place, and hold off the refugees as long as you possibly can. And shit gets worse, and wars break out like overnight, and the blood of English shall manure the ground. Things affect other things,